standing now in the Maple Room. This was a guest bedroom at Winterthur, so had you been a guest of the Du Ponts in the 1930s or 1940s, you might very well have stayed in this room. It's still furnished very much as it was in Mr. Du Pont's time period, so we get a good sense of his use of color in this particular room. And I really think the anchoring thing in this space is the carpet that you see on the floor. It's actually a reproduction. As you can see, I'm standing on it because it's not a period rug. It is a reproduction. The original is in storage. But it was a 18th century English carpet that he put on the floor in this room. And you can see it has this strong oranges and the deep reds, a very autumnal color scheme, which he then carried throughout the rest of the space. He started first with the maple furniture in this room, so it's got that warm honey color to the wood that you're seeing here, and then the autumnal colors in the textiles, the antique gold curtains. We've got the whole cloth quilt in the kind of an avocado green shade in this room as well. But even the details in the room pick up on this. If you notice, for example, the painting above the fireplace works very well in this room with a complementary color scheme. And so it's really a color palette that's being carried throughout the space. The textiles were particularly important to Mr. Du Pont. He said that Winterthur is a textile museum inside of a decorative arts museum. And he actually had seasonal changes of textiles for all of his displays, so he would change out the textiles 4 times a year. This particular room, we have a list of all the textiles that were used, and some of them he notes are show textiles, and those are spreads and curtains that he would have in the room when nobody was here as a house guest, when people would just be coming in to see it. He also had textiles that he said were for use. And that meant when a guest was staying in this room, still antique textiles, but perhaps not the premierest and the rarest textiles that would have been the showpieces. At the very bottom of the list, he puts 2 plain white bedspreads. Careless guests.